Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. Let me start this video by asking a question. What would be 10 holy grail fragrances that you would recommend or would like to be recommended by me to start off a good collection? That's the question I'm answering in this video today. So, hang tight. You're going to enjoy yourself. So, 10 fragrances that would augment, enhance, or start off a very good collection. That's what I'm going to do. Must-have fragrances to start off. 10 must-have fragrances to start off a good collection or enhance, augment an existing collection. If these aren't there, okay? I'll do probably a second part and third part as well. So let's start. The first fragrance in this list is a fragrance which I have recommended to countless number of my friends and acquaintances, and they've all come back to me and said it's a great recommendation. The two occasions I've recommended this fragrance for has been a job interview and a wedding, their own wedding, and it's worked in both those circumstances beautifully. This fragrance is, some of you probably have guessed it, I've showcased it many times, and this is a must-have fragrance in anybody's collection. Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. There are three versions of it. I own the EDT, I own the EDP, I don't own the Parfum, but I shall do. But if you would like to test, all these three EDTs discontinued, so you'll not be able to test it out. But if you want to test it out, you can test the EDP and the Parfum and see which one you like. This one is a magnetic, radiant and beautiful soapy vetiver. Vetiver by itself can be a mature note. Tom Ford here has created a very stylish, urbane, sort of timeless and sophisticated and elegant and attractive version of vetiver. It's beautiful, grapefruit on top with bergamot, with a slight hint of orange and nutmeg, spicy bite, and then wonderful creamy radiance by using orris root butter and a beautiful vetiver and a slight hint of leather, I believe, and oak moss and woods. It's a beautiful fragrance. I have done a full review. Please do check it out. And this fragrance, if you haven't got a fragrance like this in your collection, will start you off to having a really multifaceted, stylish, extremely acceptable and inoffensive but glamorous fragrance in your collection. Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver. You can wear this to many occasions, as I mentioned. Next is another fragrance which is based around citruses, but it brings in other notes to create a magical fragrance. And this one has many flankers. This is Terre d'Hermès. The one that I'm showing you is Terre d'Hermès Eau Intense Vetiver, which is my favorite, one of my favorites. But this one is discontinued. But the original EDT is still available. It basically is around a superb note of orange and vetiver, an earthy vetiver. That's why people reference it as a dirty orange. But I don't think it's dirty orange, it's more dusty orange, dusty, rooty vetiver. And there's a note of flint in the original EDT, which is very interesting. My current favorite, this one is discontinued. I love this fragrance because of a very high dose of vetiver. I really enjoy this one, and it's very, very strong. But my current favorite is Eau Givre, which I'll get in my collection very soon. Frozen water is what it translates to. I reviewed it last year, and that one, it has removed the orange and introduced a superb, juicy note of citron fruit. It's an incredible fragrance, and it's a beast, combined with a note of Timur, which is a bit like a slightly sweet, tangy black pepper, Timur. It's an incredible fragrance. I've done a full review, test it out. You can wear that fragrance anywhere, like Grey Vetiver, extremely versatile, and it will either enhance your existing collection, or if you're just starting out, it will give you a complete dazzler. Warm weather, put it on. Even if it's not warm, put it on and see the reaction you get. Eau Givre is amazing. So Next on my list is a barbershop fragrance. Barbershop fragrances, I believe, are essential. Some people don't like it because of association with old retro fragrances. Because barbershop fragrances tend to have a huge dose of oak moss, lavender, and florals like carnation, which make that fragrance a little bit dated. What I've done is I'm going to give you a very modernized, lightweight barbershop fragrance, which is impeccable. When I reviewed it, I gave it a 10 out of 10. And this is a cheapie, Lalique Pour EDP. Now this one is basically a take on Creed's Bois de Portugal, and I've done a comparison video as well. This, wow. This is extremely citrusy, slightly spicy, very slightly, beautiful radiant iris and jasmine, so very, very seductive, and beautiful cedar. What a fantastic fragrance this is. Just like eau givre, when people smell this on you, they'll be completely floored. It attracts a lot of envy because it's so beautiful, it smells so amazing. They're just, if they haven't smelled this, they'll go completely bananas as to what are you wearing. I've got so many reactions from people, strangers, who felt totally sort of inferior to me because of this. It's radiated and smelled like an absolutely amazing godlike smell. If you haven't got this in your collection, I highly urge you to, and it's not going to cost you a lot of money. So, Lalique Pour EDP, absolutely amazing, force multiplier, if you like. And you will not dislike barbershop fragrances anymore. There's a lot of lavender here, nice clean lavender, but it's not going to dominate. Even oak moss doesn't dominate here. It's a beautifully blended fragrance. Next on my list is a fragrance which is a clone. So I'm going to do two more clones. And this one here is basically a clone of a Creed, a very famous Creed, which was created back in the 80s, late 80s. And it is one of the most iconic fragrances that people can have. And that fragrance is Green Irish Tweed. Highly recommend you get it in your collection if you can, if you can afford it. And if you can't, then I've got a very, very good substitute for it. It is Amaf Nuit. Now, all these fragrances have been reviewed by myself. I've done a full review of every single one of them. Now this one here, wow. Beautiful, radiant citruses, cut grass, green smell, herbal greenness, mixed with watery or aquatic smell, mixed with clean sheets. So many notes all put together to give you a feeling of walking through beautiful Irish rolling hills countryside. Absolutely lush. It is so elegant. It is so beautifully made. Once you put it on, let's say 7 o'clock in the morning, sunny day, you're going to work or an interview, you put this on. It puts you into this frame of mind of a thorough professional. And if you don't work, if you work for yourself, or even if you don't work, you're just a boy or a man, a young man in university, or whatever, you just put this on and see what it does to you. It's an amazingly uplifting fragrance. On a sunny day, it is just, it's a gift on a sunny day. And if it's not sunny, there are other available options. Next on my list is a fragrance which is again a clone, and it is a clone of one of the most remarkable fragrances ever made, and that fragrance is Ventus, you guessed it. And this one here is the cheapest and the most beautifully executed clone of Ventus. This is a Muff Club de Nuit Intense Man EDT. Now there are many versions of this CDNIM. There's an EDP, there's a limited edition which is quite expensive. There is Pursue, which is a clone of Absolute, Ventus Absolute. You can try them all and see which one you like. For money, this is less than £30. I love this. This is an old bottle from 2015. So see if you like the EDT. I highly recommend the EDT because of its complexity. It's smoky, it is balsamic, it has this lovely note of leather mixed with ambroxan and loads of lemon, pineapple, blackcurrant. It's a tangy, delicious treat. I also have this, which I haven't reviewed yet. This is the Eau de Parfum. This has got more lemon in it, but less complexity than the EDT. When I do a side by side, I like the EDT a lot more. Yeah, this is a straightforward fragrance. This is more lemon. This is more Aventus. It's trying to be Aventus. This is trying to be a smoky Aventus, but with complexity. The leather is more pronounced, especially nowadays when it's a little bit warm, you get more leather out of it. So, 5 done, 5 to come. All of us need a fragrance in our collection that we can put on and feel like partying, clubbing, going out. Next fragrance is exactly that. It'll put you in the mood to go out and celebrate yourself, celebrate life, have a good time, basically. It is a brilliant fragrance. Versace Eros EDT. Again, there are 3 versions of it. The EDT, the Eau de Parfum, there are many flankers. There is a Parfum as well. I'll review them all. My favorite is the EDT because of its range of notes and how it exposes those notes one after the other. It's a terrific compliment getter. It will immediately put you in the mood to have fun. Go out and have fun. This is about mint. This is about geranium. This is about vanilla. This is about woods. It's a very attractive, warm, and how should I say it? Pleasant fragrance to be around. If it's slightly cold, you're going to win hearts wearing this. If it's too warm, don't wear this because the vanilla will then come out and sort of nauseate you or your partner. But if it's not too cold, not too hot, you can wear this. It's a beautiful fragrance. It'll never fail you. It'll always get you a compliment. And if it doesn't get you a compliment, it'll get you the most amazing looks from strangers. Unbeatable fragrance. Next one in my list is a fragrance that I think is going to introduce you to the quality of a niche fragrance. It's a winter fragrance, and as you can see, most of my fragrances in this list are inspired by the weather, but this one isn't. This is Ideal. There are again many flankers of Guerlain, L'Homme, Ideal. And this one is Guerlain, L'Homme, Ideal, Extreme. Extreme, I should say. Extreme, I'm sorry. And this fragrance here is a terrific addition to any fragrance collection. You can try all the flankers. It started with the EDT, which I highly rate. It's a brilliant fragrance. It's centered around a sour cherry note with the famous Guerlain secret sauce called Guerlinade. It's made out of vanilla and many other secret ingredients. It's very prevalent in the EDT. I love the EDT. I absolutely adore the EDP, but I think this one is one notch above them. The Extreme. This has been reformulated, so check it out and see which one you like. This one has that same, Ideal DNA, if you like. Sour cherry, warm vanilla, and bitter almonds. But the most amazing note here is a very sour plum, which has been paired with cinnamon. And along with that, there's this amazing note in the dry down of tobacco. There's so many things here that keep you completely entertained. And that's why I said this fragrance single-handedly, if you're new to perfumery, will introduce you to the world of niche perfumery. That's how niche perfumery works. Multi-layered complexity. And this one is that. A beautiful fragrance. Please try it out if you can. Next in the list is a fragrance, only 3 left now, is a fragrance which is a beast mode green herbal scent. It is one of the most amazing fragrances that I absolutely recommend you to have in your collection. It's an outrageously good fragrance, and I'm glad it's still there. It's an old fragrance. It came out in 1993. This is Chanel Egoiste Platinum. Platinum is a metallic, clean, creamy scent. It's such a delightful fragrance. It's based on notes, citrus notes, obviously, and then it pairs in a beautiful green note of galbanum. Galbanum is herbaceous, green, beautiful note, and then it's paired with vetiver, leather, woods. It's a mind-bogglingly good fragrance. You put this on and you feel like you're set for anything and everything. Really outstanding fragrance. It has immense projection and lasting power. So be careful with the sprays. You can wear this to work, daytime engagements, even evening time, any season. It works equally well in cold and warm weather. Outrageously good fragrance. You'll never look back. If you want a good green herbal, herbaceous, freshy, do sample this. You'll not regret it. A very strong fragrance. Now, last two. So, when I started my journey back in 1997, there was one fragrance which actually started my sort of thought process towards adopting this as a hobby. Before that, it was just an aftershave, right? So that one fragrance was Dior's famous Fahrenheit. Now this one here is a flanker which is discontinued, but I highly recommend you sample the Fahrenheit EDT. It's an ultimate masculine fragrance, ultimate. So Fahrenheit is around florals. So violet flower, violet leaf, leather. Oh, this one. Oh, and this is warm weather. This shouldn't really smell this good, but I tell you. And gasoline, the amazing smell of gasoline, which created sensation. It was released back in the 80s, and it was a sensational fragrance. Everybody was talking about it, and still is. If you're looking for a leather proper masculine fragrance, I highly recommend you try Dior Fahrenheit EDT. Sample it, see what you think. And if you don't like it, do sample the Parfum, which has got more vanilla in it. So it goes in a different direction slightly, but equally nice. And if you can ever get hold of the Absolute, this is an outstanding flanker. And I do not know why they discontinued it. It's smelling absolute god mode at the moment. Brilliant fragrance. And that's why I've kept it, because I won many bottles of Fahrenheit, and I might get another EDT. I love the fragrance. Last one on the list is one of the greatest masculine fragrances ever made. Well, all of these are greatest, but this one takes the cake. This is Dior. This is Dior Homme Intense, and the current version is equally good. The Parfum I haven't tried, and there are many versions of it. The EDT, I'm not so sure about the new EDT. If you can get the vintage EDT, which will be quite expensive, do get it, do sample it. And if you can't sample it, get it, because it's brilliant. This is the Intense, and this is my favorite, although Parfum is also my favorite. So I can't decide which one is my favorite. Both are my favorites. I'm showcasing this because this is more wearable. It is that beautiful, amazing note of iris. And that iris note is paired with a juicy pear, I believe, and a warm, musky, sort of amberette seed with notes of chocolate. It's the most delightful masculine fragrance ever. You can throw any occasion at it. As long as it's a little bit cold, it will make you a superstar on the spot. You can wear this to work a little bit, spray a little bit. You can wear this to a date. You can wear this to a social occasion without ever feeling conscious. It's just the right amount of sexy, right amount of projection, right amount of sort of sillage. Smells very posh. You can really wear this to any situation you think. So these are the 10 fragrances I think are the holy grail fragrances for any collection. This is just the first part, and I highly recommend you that you try it if you haven't already, because this is going to enhance your collection tremendously. Hope you enjoyed the review, fellas, or video. And if you did, do give it a like. And I'll do part 1, part 2, part 3 of this video because there are quite a few. There's one that came to mind which I don't have in my collection yet, and that is Reflection Man by Amouage. It's not in my collection. It could have easily sat in this list. So there are quite a few more. So I'll do part 2 as well very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.